efficiency. So the big problem that we face is that often people buy 15 different tools to bring together, and they sort of all do the stuff that they need, but they don't want to buy the big tool because it's too expensive. And what you end up with is two options: either a tool that isn't being used effectively because no one's got the time to learn how to use it, or you end up with lots of different people that've got lots of different tools. And this is a great opportunity for IT to come in and really add business value very quickly, because you can streamline this. Now, what we don't want to do whenever we're digitizing a system is we don't want to just digitize what we have. What we have is we look at here's the thing and here's the outcome that we're looking for. So for example, say you wanted to make timesheets more efficient. So you could put it in an Excel document. That will be a starting point, digitizing it, which is good. You could buy some very expensive system that looked at people when they came in the door, did face recognition, figured out who they were, and then track that on the timesheet. You could look at the tools you've got already and see if one already does 90% of what you need, which is almost always the case, and use that to do the timesheet tracking. Or you could have it on a bit of paper, and then you could take that bit of paper and then make an electronic system that looks exactly the same, so no one has to change anything. At the moment, I've been doing lots of paperwork, government paperwork, and they're notorious for taking a form and just keeping it the same. So you have to fill in your name, your address, your date of birth, your ethnicity, and all these forms over and over. And the problem with that is that they already have this information in the database. You only have to put it on there once. My ethnicity is not going to change. Quite frankly, nobody cares anyway. But keep asking for the same information. It just makes more mistakes going to appear. And so you want a system that has a database that stores all the information that everything refers back to, one central point of information. And when you're streamlining processes, you're thinking about the outcome, not the steps. Because the problem is the steps that you've got at the moment are not necessarily the most efficient way of doing it. Elon Musk talks about this. He says something really, really useful, I thought, when he was talking about how the Tesla car works. He says that the worst thing that an engineer can do is to automate a process that should be eliminated. So, do you need the process, or can you just eliminate it completely? So that's something to really think about. This is kind of a more of a longer term thing probably, but do make sure you've got the big tool that your industry uses, and make sure you're using as much of it as possible, and you're not just using 15 different tools, or you're siloed with different people doing different things, especially if they're paper-based. And don't digitize paper systems and keep them the same. Very inefficient, a waste of time. Hope that's of some use. Let me know what you think.